Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, divine masculine, divine feminine. Into this reading, guys, for the next 7 to 10 days. Okay, divine masculine, this will be specifically your reading, guys. Now, in this reading, I want to say one thing to ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to read the cards only for the divine masculine. So, whatever the divine feminine's kind of energy shows up, I'm not going to read it from the divine feminine's point of view. I'll be reading the cards only from the divine masculine's point of view and his energies. Okay, I'm not, because the thing is, in this reading, I want to specifically see him, his energies. So I'm not going to include the divine femmes in this reading here. Okay, as of this reading goes. Now, over here, guys, what I'm getting, right? What I'm getting is there is, from his perspective, he is feeling it. He's feeling that urgency, that sense. He wants to move forward. He is in that energy where he wants to be victorious. He has that feeling that he wants to come out of this entire thing, as a warrior, as being victorious in this entire journey, right? But somewhere his emotional security is he's trying to understand whether he can really bring back his emotional security, his love towards this journey, towards even himself. Because I told you that I'll be reading the card only from his point of view. Right? So, therefore, what I'm getting, guys, is that the divine masculine, like I said, he doesn't want to play that Five of Sword energy. He's not interested, even though this energy is still there with him. He wants to be victorious, but he doesn't want to be egotistical. He doesn't want to be arrogant, right? He wants to come in the right way, but at the same time, he's desiring that change of emotion even within himself. With that energy of this card of the Queen of Cups, right? And that is the reason, guys. That is the reason there is a new divine beginning, a new divine inspiration, right? That he's kind of leaving behind something here, and that is more his pride and ego. Is more so I'm getting, okay? He's leaving behind his pride and ego for a new beginning, a new cycle, a new story in his life in here, for sure. But again, like I said, he wants to come out victorious in this journey for his own personal growth, but he's finding it very difficult, to completely surrender to his emotion. There is a kind of fear within him, fear of rejection, more so I'm getting, right? Fear of rejection more within from him, and that is what he's not being able to really balance, though he's trying to understand, because the Hermit comes in here and says that it is time for you, divine masculine, to balance back your own personal growth, right? And surrender, because divine is trying to give you this cup of love, right? And if you're not going to accept this cup of love because of the fear of rejection, it's completely your problem. It's completely your problem, because you're feeling very, very insecure about your own mental energy, right? Where A lot of things have gone wrong between the two people here. And you're very well aware that the divine feminine is not going to tolerate anybody in her life who she feels that she cannot trust anymore. With regards to the logical part of the story, where there is a significant soulmate twin flame energy that has been totally disbalanced, completely out of balance, all because of the divine masculine who failed to show his love, reciprocate the love in this journey of the twin flame, right? So that is where the story is kind of hovering at this point, guys. But I asked for the significant energy in here for the divine masculine. I wanted to see the significant energy here, right, out of this reading before we jump into the main reading. It's the Nine of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. So from his point of view, because I told you I'll be reading it from his point of view until it is very, very necessary that I bring you into the picture, Divine Feminine, right? But from his point of view, he wants to be exactly like you as well. He wants to gather back his strength. He wants to bring back his own financial independence. He wants to enjoy his fruit of labor, that, the success that he has put in his hard work as a father, as a husband, as an emperor, right? To gain control on this Nine of Pentacles, to get back his title. To get back his title towards something new in his life that he wants to establish now. That could be buying a new home, putting that home under his name, right? Solely belonging to it's his property kind of a thing I'm getting, or buying a car, right? Where the title of that particular element or that particular thing will be only for him. It'll be titled under his name, right? So, and for which he is very, very, he's looking forward to that point in his life. He wants to bring back that independence. He wants to be free. He wants to be happy. He wants that financial security. He wants to, establish that Nine of Pentacles, which is, in the minor arcana, it's the Empress energy, right? It's his personal growth. It's talking about his personal growth. And that is what he wants to bring back. Because like I said, he is entitled for something in the material world that he wants his name on, really, as a part of his own belonging. What he can create by himself, having his name, like I said, having his name in an ownership, in a home, in a project, in a business, right? Could be self-employment for some people under his name. Under his name. So that is where, the major focus and the major energy is kind of sitting for this man in here. Yeah, and see, the thing is, with this major energy, what I'm also getting is that he wants to move out of wherever he has been, right? As sitting as the emperor, taking charge of all situations, being accountable and responsible for everybody else other than his own happiness, right? So he's trying to free himself, become single from that kind of an energy that has been with him for a very long time. Basically, to own something which completely belongs to him. Really, which completely belongs to him. That like I said, it could be a home, it could be a business, self-employment, right? Something that completely, and he's being quite inspired to think from that point of view is what he can do in his life now to build something that only he is entitled to have for the rest of his life under his name, under his title here. That's the kind of energy I'm getting out of the story here, okay? So let's jump into the reading, guys, and we will see what it is over here that we are getting. The more messages, whatever the messages are, is coming out, right? So we start off with a strength card, guys. So there is a lot of strength he needs, for sure, where he can actually tame his own fear, tame the beast inside of him, which is his ego, pride, the narcissist behavior, anything that he had been holding, when he was not able to forgive people, forget the bad stuff, maybe from his childhood as well. Some of you guys could be having inner child issues, right? Dad, mom, sibling issues. So, yeah, he needs a lot of strength. He definitely will need a lot of strength to begin the new cycle in his life, the Wheel of Fortune, right? Lot of strength, not only internal, but even external, when he should be physically well off, to take that energetic course in his life. Because if he is looking for something specific under his name, to his title and ownership, he needs a lot of strength in here, guys. 100%, right? So he will have to energetically force himself on this Wheel of Fortune, because universe is saying it's time, it's high time, guys. Divine Masculine, that you do something about yourself, about your inner and outer strength, right? To turn your wheel by yourself, because when you help yourself, that's when when God helps you, right? Or universe helps you. To the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, because you have realized, or you will be realizing, Divine Masculine, that whatever effort you had done or put in the past has not served you at all. Really. So it's high time for you to begin a new cycle in your life with your money, time, emotions, love, anything that you have gone very, very wrong with in your past cycle. Right? With the Tower. And this is the shift. This is the understanding. This is your understanding where universe has completely crumbled all the fault in your life. Now those kind of faults could be in you, in yourself, or it could be external situations that have crumbled. Because whatever has crumbled, Divine Masculine, was not meant for you. These were faulty. So wherever you had put in your effort was all faulty. Was all faulty. And that was also a part of your last cycle, which now needs to be cleared. And a new cycle has to begin, where everything that you have done in your past life, in your past situation, not past life, but past life karma is also a part of that situation, has drastically crumbled with the Five of Swords. Yeah. And this is, you have realized your ego. What has crumbled him here, guys, is more so I'm getting, is his ego and arrogance that you were holding in yourself towards a situation in your life that you knew was dysfunctional, was not right, yet you kept pouring your affections, your love, your money into that soil which did not have the nourishment to grow any fruits for you. And that was all because of your own ego and pride, Divine Masculine, which has crumbled, where suddenly there is epiphany, there is an awakening that you have realized what you did has gone down the drain, completely smashed. And what has been smashed is your ego. And which is where your spiritual strength is coming into the surface. From where you're getting back your right spiritual resilience, your strength, where you know, guys, you know, divine masculine, that you have gone through a lot of battle in your life, right? Where you have been tested, you have been tried, you have got hurt many a times, not just once, right? You have fought probably 8 big battles in your life. But there is one more battle that requires your attention now. One last battle against your ego, against your pride that has already crumbled, where you will have to come to terms with your own spiritual strength now. That's your one last battle, where you have to believe that whatever has happened for a cause, right? And now that one last battle will require all your strength that you have in yourself, your reserve strength. That's where you will need a lot of strength right now, divine masculine, to work on this energy of the Nine of Wands, which is calling about a lot of spiritual strength. One last fight towards your title. Towards your title. To the Hanged Man. So you are kind of thinking about it, right? You're looking at things from a different perspective. There's a lot of information that you're gathering. You're walking through that information, especially when you are kind of out of the cacophony, the crowd. But you also have a lot of patience at this moment, divine masculine, because you're kind of hanging, being suspended. You have paused all activity right now. And you're looking at situations from different perspective, because there are a lot of things in your life that you know you have done wrong, that there is a correction that needs to happen. And what is that sacrifice that needs to happen as you become the dark night of the soul with regards to your understanding, guys? To the devil in the reverse. That you had been holding on to a lot of toxicity that now needs to be released. That needs to go, divine masculine. And you have to let go of the toxicity. Call it sexual, call it narcissist behavior, call it your own restrictions in life, call it codependency, call it substance abuse. Whatever that toxicity has to be gone. It has to be released, and that is where you're becoming a little bit more fearful, because you have been used to that toxicity. Let me put it like that. You have been used to that insecurity. You have been used to that fear. Right? You have been used to that fear. So you're scared. You're trying to control something. Control your money, control your emotions, control your movement. Right? You're scared. You're feeling very insecure with the Page of Cups in the reverse, because you're not very sure if you can move forward to a new happy experience in your life. Or whether an apology from your end will really work. You're not sure. Because then you have the Two of Cups, right? So you are feeling very, very skeptical about the fact that even if you come forward with that cup, right? With that cup, you're not sure, right? You want to, but then again, you're scared and you're not sure if that cup of emotions that you want to offer back to your divine femme will be accepted or will be rejected. You don't know, really. And because, see, you're looking at this part of the story where you are by yourself releasing the toxicity. That's fine. But you don't know if your divine feminine knows about it and you're feeling very big. Because see, when you're going back into this portion of your life, right, in the toxic mode, you have done things you know has been very wrong, divine masculine. I'm being very blunt here. And that is making you very, very scared whether now you can come forward and be happy with your divine femme, or whether she will trust you enough to take back the cup from you again. You don't know. To the Three of Cups in the reverse, because this is where the third party situation had been, where you might have done things wrong because of this Three of Cups. In the reverse today, it's gone. There is no party, there is no celebration, there is no joy, there is no gathering. You could be alone in your house. To the Ace of Swords. And that is the truth. You're learning to recognize that people are leaving you. For some, I'm even getting that. You're learning to recognize that people are leaving you behind. That slowly, one by one, everybody is disappearing. All those people you thought were your soul tribe. That's a clarity. That's the truth. You're coming to terms with it. With the temperance, which is what you're trying to understand and balance. Being very patient about your own self in here. Right? Where you have been out of control, where sometimes you could have been very, very, could have been in a very bad temper, where sometimes you had been in a very good temper, right? You had not been able to temper and balance your emotions nor your logic, where either it was like very hot or very cold, right? So now, with the truth that people are leaving you. Why? Because there has been a fault in yourself. And including the divine feminine, there has been no reconciliation. Why? Because the fault is with you, divine masculine. You haven't been able to balance and temper your own self. To the magician in the reverse, because you were not paying attention. You were not paying attention to your will, wisdom, and mind. You were more busy playing tricks. You were manipulative, right? You were thinking in a different way. Everything that you thought was with a lot of trickery and illusion that you wanted to project towards your divine feminine, because you were scared. You were scared that if she knows, you were scared of this third party as well. Let me tell you that. So you were trying to not only protect yourself, but you were also trying to protect your divine feminine from going out of your life, right? And that is where today you're realizing that you just cannot hold people like that. You have to be balanced. You have to be tempered. You have to understand what you are doing. Not being the magician in the reverse, you cannot hold people. Doing trickery and playing all having all illusions being cooked up towards your situation because you were scared. You were scared that the divine feminine would leave you. So you were projecting all kind of artificial, wrong stories about the Four of Wands, about the commitment. You were not ready, yet you were playing tricks with her with regards to this commitment, right? Because you realize that today, that because of the third party situation, guys, which is now gone, the truth is coming on the surface. That it's all happened because you had been out of balance, divine masculine. You, like I said, it was completely an out of balance situation with your emotions and temperament because you were busy. Like I said, you were busy playing tricks with her in regards to that commitment. Or even in yourself, you were telling yourself, divine masculine, oh, I am okay. It was false. It was illusion that you are trying to give yourself that courage to tell yourself that wherever you are at the moment, your comfort zone, your safety net, your security was all okay. I'm good. Why? Because I'm the magician in the reverse. I can play tricks and bring things under control. That was your part of the story, guys, here. To justice in the reverse, lot of dishonesty here. Lot of dishonesty here because of this situation. And you know about this. That wherever you are, and that's where the Three of Cups is ending, it's because of the dishonesty. Lot of dishonesty, bad karma, where no justice has ever been served. To the Five of Cups in the reverse, that is what you want to leave behind. Where there has been a lot of pain and grief, Divine Masculine, and you now want to leave that behind because you had been sitting in that bad karma by your choice. It was your choice. Let me be very blunt here, guys. It was your choice that you kept holding on to that situation because you were not ready. Spirit was trying to give you something beautiful, and yet you were not ready for that. And you were rejecting and throwing it away because you had too much of pride in yourself and too much of ego that was hurting your pride to come forward and see the truth or accept the truth, right? So now here you are. You want to reject that. You want to move away. You have learned your lesson towards the King of Cups. You know what you have done. You want to bring back your emotions, right? You want to feel happy again. You want to be able to freely express your emotions. You want to see the best of yourself in here. Where you as a person, Divine Masculine, you as a person can start feeling happy again about things in your life. But here is the Two of Swords in the reverse. You're confused. Or you're trying to find a truce in that. Or you're coming to the point of accepting that you have done things wrong. And you're confused about how you went in a completely wrong direction in your life altogether. Really. It's a very difficult energy in the sense that you are feeling extremely sad as well, is what I'm getting out of this reading, guys. Where your choice, you did not make the right choice here, guys. That's where the trouble is. There was a lot of confusion about this justice in the reverse because this is also a commitment that has gone terribly wrong in your life. Right? And you knew about this. What I'm getting is subconsciously you were aware of the story, but then you were skeptical about whether you can leave that and walk away towards your happiness. But now you want to do that. You want to bring back your emotions because you found it difficult to choose something in the right way here. Like I said, you were confused. You did not know which is right, which is wrong, which is the lesser of the two evils in here. So you were very, very confused with regards to your choice. Whether you want the divine masculine, whether you want the divine feminine, or whether you want the karmic partner here. You were not sure. So your choice did not work. Yeah. You failed to show that love because you were skeptical again that if I show this King of Cups energy, maybe the divine feminine will take me for a ride. So you kept back, holding back, until you came to the point where you could not make a choice at all. Your emotions did not play out well with your logic, right? Coming to the point of the Hierophant, this is where the divine is telling you you have learned two big lessons in your life. Two big lessons in your life so far. And this is what I'm getting, that the divine is trying to tell him that I had been watching you and I've been trying to warn you not to do this, but you kept on and on. And today, as I open your book of karma and I read through your life path, I see that you have made two big mistakes in your life so far. The Seven of Swords. You have been sneaky. You have been dishonest. You have been a thief. Right? You have been a thief. You have not been honest either to yourself or to the divine feminine or even to your karmic situation. It's a card of being a thief, where you left your door open to every time to sneak back into a situation that was wrong, with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, where again there was a mental chaos. You did not know which direction in your life you had to follow. So you kept back and forth, you went back and forth, with your mental energy. Being a thief, because it was complete mental chaos, and this is a mistake that you were not truthful even to yourself, divine masculine. You were being sneaky, mentally confused, total mental chaos, because you felt emotionally insecure, divine masculine. You felt emotionally insecure in yourself. And that's why you were not able to either go forward or come behind, move backward. And there was total mental chaos because you had no directions with regards to your emotional security in your life, where you have drained your heart completely. Completely. Your emotion had been completely drained. And that's why you kept playing the tricks. That was a big mistake. Big mistake. You became a thief. You changed your personality because you felt emotionally drained and you could not move forward. Right? You should have moved forward in this journey a long time before. But the second mistake you made here is you stopped moving forward. Even after you have realized your mistake, you still did not move forward. That was your number 2, the next mistake you made. You still kept yourself at a crossroad. You still kept yourself at a crossroad. You kept thinking and thinking and thinking. You were desiring a change, but you did not take action on that change, divine masculine. That was the second mistake in here. To the Hermit in the reverse, that's where you lost your way. You became alone. You have isolated yourself. Today you have isolated yourself because you have nobody in your life. You lost your way, divine masculine. You lost your way, and this is where you're now coming to the point of understanding how karma has served you justice. To the Knight of Pentacles, you're trying to move forward very slowly. You're trying to become more dependable and trustworthy in here, divine masculine. You're trying to take your time to understand where you have gone wrong, what you have done. How do you rectify those mistakes in your life now? To the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, because this is where you know that you hadn't put in any work, you hadn't invested in your thought before. You hadn't taken time to plan out your life. You did not. You did not put any effort in building your pentacles, in building your money, in building your self. For your personal growth, you did not put in any effort in here, and that's where all the disbalance has been in your life. That's where all the disbalance has been with the Fool in the reverse, where you acted completely foolishly in your life. That's when you lost your way, guys. You lost your way towards your justice. Your karma has been served, and now you realize that your mistake was A, you could not trust anybody, nobody could trust you back, and B is that you did not spend time in building back yourself, being out of balance in your life, where the journey that you wanted to do, you wanted to take, did not happen, or whatever journey you went forward, you acted very, very foolishly here. To the moon, the Pisces energy, because you were scared. You were, a lot of things were in hiding. A lot of secrets here. Lot of misinterpretations you had about your own life, Divine Masculine. Lot of misinterpretations you had about your own life, where judgment is coming in to wake you up today. It's like, ooh, get up, man. Get up. Wake up and see the actual reality. Know for sure what you have been doing for so long. Where have you been standing or sitting? Is the judgment call, the epiphany, the awakening, the rebirth? Get up, man. Really, get up. The world in the reverse. Close your last chapter. It's time to close your last chapter and get back your title in your life. Get back your title, the title you have lost in your life, Divine Masculine. It's only because you were scared to own something and you were hiding your feelings. You were not revealing, and you were under a lot of misinterpretation. If you do this, if you do that, this will happen, that will happen. This is where judgment is coming in. It's time to take the decision to close the last part of your life, unfinished business, and take back your title in your life that is owed to you. To the sun, happiness, warmth, beautiful feeling, illumination, the twin flame card, although there is just one twin here, but galloping towards the other twin here. The sun is the brightest and the most beautiful card in the tarot deck. Nothing can go above and beyond the sun. It's the warmth. It's the life force. Let me put it like that. When we don't have the sun for 2-3 days, all of us just feel horrible. Horrible. And as soon as the sun comes out, we are all up and running. And that's why summer is so beautiful in every, in North America, right? So that is the reason why they're saying that go towards the sun. 10 of Cups. Complete happily ever after. Happily ever after. You have that capacity, Divine Masculine, to bring back that full emotion of trust and well-being. For that happily ever after 9 of Cups, that has been your wish fulfillment in your life. That you want a family, you want a situation in your life that gives you back your complete sense of happily ever after. You know, when I'm saying happily ever after, it's like those little fairy tales that we used to read as children, where in the end the author used to write happily ever after, right? But for which you have to get out of your pride. You have to get out of your pride because you have been punished and you have a lack of recognition. People don't recognize you anymore for who you are and what you have done in your life. There is a lack of pride in you because you have realized that you are not recognized for the person you are anymore or what you have done in your life anymore. Right? So the sun is telling you to go towards the wall. Happily ever after, the 10 of cups, 9 of cups, that's your wish fulfillment. But there is a lack of pride. There is a lack of recognition in yourself. You have been punished for what you have done with the divine femme in this twin flame connection. You are being punished. People, nobody wants to recognize you for whatever you have done before anymore. That's what it is, including your third party connection, where you have given them all that they needed in their life. You gave them the sun, you gave them the moon, you gave them the star, you gave them the 10 of cups, you gave them the 9 of cups because you thought, but today you're being punished. You're being punished for your effort here, where you put in a lot of effort, divine masculine, but in return, you got back a punishment. To the 9 of cups again, right? They're saying that, okay, whatever happened before, that's done, right? That was your mistake. That's where the Hierophant tells you. You have created all this in your life. To the 9 of cups, a wish fulfillment now, right? Wish fulfillment with somebody in particular you really love. You really care for, divine masculine. To the 6 of Pentacles, and you want to bring that beautiful 9 of Cups happiness towards this rest. You want to be generous now towards that love situation in your life, right? You want to be generous towards that love situation in your life. You want that equal reciprocity of that beautiful 9 of Cups now. To the 4 of Cups. It's an awakening from your apathy. That what you have lost, what you could have got. Really. You lost out on this beautiful 9 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. This is a beautiful story that was here for you. But you looked at the 3 cups and you forgot the 4th cup here, divine masculine. So you lost out and you're very sad about it. The 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, because you could not do a teamwork here. You could not collaborate with your divine femme to work together to build something beautiful in your life. You had that opportunity. You had. To the 9 of Pentacles, right? Where both you guys were free to build back the 3 of Pentacles. You'll have your own abundance in your place. Divine Femme has her own abundance. You could have had your own abundance too, to build back the 3 of Pentacles, to work together, but you did not. You could not. You lost out. You lost out, divine masculine. That's again the place that you lost your way. You're coming to terms with yourself, divine masculine. You are definitely coming to terms with yourself. You lost your way. And that's what the Hermit is coming here to tell you. As the King of Swords in the reverse, again, manipulation. You played tricks with your mental logic. You manipulated the whole situation, thinking you could manipulate and get your way out of that place. That's where you lost your way again. To the Seven of Wands in the reverse, only because you didn't want to face the adversaries in your life. You didn't want to face the criticism. You felt unstable in your life. So that's where you took the help of the King of Swords in the reverse and the Hermit in the reverse, all because you wanted to avoid other people telling you anything against you, right? Coming back towards you with their criticisms. You were scared of them criticizing you for doing what you wanted to do in your life here, divine masculine, right? Share this beautiful Nine of Cups with your divine femme. Be reciprocating that love and that connection in here. You know you have missed it out. You did. You do know. Because you did not take that initiative to build the Three of Pentacles, to work together, which, you have that ability to manifest your own independence. She has that ability to manifest her own independence, to build a project, a teamwork, a family situation, whatever it is, because again, you lost your way. Here it is. You lost your way and you took the help of the King of Swords in the reverse, all because you wanted to kind of sneak away from other people's point of views, or other people coming and telling you anything or criticizing you for your actions. You could not face that criticism. So you used the King of Swords in the reverse, and now this has to be healed. This has to be healed because this has been a huge mistake in your life. The Star. You did not see the star, guys. You could not see the star. That even if you had faced the criticism, your destiny would have been different today. But no, you went in the reverse direction, divine masculine. You went towards the reverse because you did not see the star. The star was here for you. The star was here. The star wanted to give you back your power. The star would have given you back your power if you had taken that initiative, divine masculine. But you did not. You went like this. So now you have to heal yourself because there has been a tower here. That's where the star is showing up. Everything has crumbled. Everything has crumbled in your life to the Three of Pentacles in the reverse as you speak about it. There is no collaboration. There is no teamwork. There is no connection. Nothing is being built up here. Nothing is being built up here to the Six of Cups in the reverse because you could not let go of your past. You could not let go of your past situation. With the Six of Cups, you were still holding on to a lot of nostalgia in your life. Like I told you, your mom, dad, sibling issues, inner child issues, guys. Where you were stuck in some kind of nostalgia in your life. Right? Where you wanted to move forward, leave home, and create your own independence. You could not do that. You could not do that. Why? Because of the devil. There it is. You got stuck in the toxicity. The devil stopped you from moving forward towards your own independence, towards your own happiness, towards building back something with people, working together, learning something new, expanding yourself. The devil stopped you. And now you want to move forward. You're curious. Communication. Could be immature communication, but you're curious. You're becoming more curious now. Towards the sun in the reverse because you want to feel the warmth. You want to see how it feels to be happy once more. You're curious to see what shape and form your life is about to take from a very dark area of negativity and bad stuff. You want to feel the sun. You want to see how it makes you feel because you haven't felt the sun in your life. The real sun in your life. You haven't felt the real sun in your life. To the Six of Cups, yeah? To your past life situation, which is where you had stopped moving. Towards this past life situation in here, guys, with your divine feminine, the Queen of Swords, that there is a lot of bitterness in here. There is a lot of bitter feelings that is still lingering here in this area. Lot of bitter feelings here. With the Five of Wands, right? Lot of that ebb and flow, tug and pull. Competition. Proving yourself right in your understanding against people in general. Trying to race ahead of your pack, but bickering, ideas, conflict, petty conflict, everything has been happening which created a lot of bitterness in that relationship in here with regards to the reunion. With regards to the reunion or with regards to this third party connection. It can be anything. Where Page of Swords in the reverse is calling about all work and no play. I've spoken a lot of things. I didn't live up to the promises. Really? I've spoken about a lot of things. With the Page of Pentacle in the reverse, I've spoken about a lot of things. I didn't live up to these promises. And you know that, Divine Masculine. You know that. That you have said a lot of things. You will do this, you will do that. But you did not manifest it. You kept quiet. You went under covers. To Temperance, because you were out of balance. Again, like I told you, too hot or too cold. Sometimes you felt very, very eager to do that. Sometimes you were like, I don't want to. Right? When you lost your balance between your emotions, your time, your effort, anything in life. To the Ace of Pentacles, that's where they are telling you, you have to build back yourself to begin this new title in your life. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, but you need a lot of balance, Divine Masculine. You can do it. Let me tell you that. You can do it, but you need a lot of balance. Towards the Knight of Cups, the first balance is following your heart. The second is carrying an apology in that big cup of yours towards your Divine Feminine. Yeah. If you want to. Again, choice is yours. To the Queen of Wands. Yeah. And there she is. Coming towards the Divine Femme with an apology. Right? Because it also could be that you are very impatient to make this happen. Divine Masculine. You're very impatient now to make this happen here. The Seven of Cups. But choosing wisely, knowing what to do now, really, going forward. Being very wise about your choices, not procrastinating and delaying the whole situation with regards to your confused state of emotions. That's where the Hangman is coming in the reverse. Telling you, you know your earlier mistake. And this time around, you have to be very careful. Divine Masculine. You have to be very careful what you choose, how you choose, with your words, actions, communication, everything. To the Six of Swords in the reverse. Because earlier, you made a mistake. You couldn't leave behind your baggage in your life, right? So every time you were going towards the divine feminine, you were carrying back that baggage in your life with the Six of Swords in the reverse. So this time, that emotional baggage is something you have to let go if you want to move forward, because there has been unresolved issue where you had been resisting any kind of transition in your life. So this time around, you have to be very careful to pick your battles, to know what you want to do. Because here is the High Priestess. Your intuition is telling you that a lot of things have been kept a secret. A lot of things have not been spoken because you haven't revealed. You haven't revealed. You have been resisting the transition, and that's why you had been procrastinating and delaying this part in your life, divine masculine, right? You have been resisting the transition because this unresolved issue, you did not want to jump back into that and face the criticism. So you have been like kind of blocking it. But this is where the High Priestess is telling you. Your intuition is guiding you to tell you that this is not the right thing to do. You have to reveal what it is, and this is giving you, and until you reveal the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords, until you say it out aloud, divine masculine, you will not be able to find peace back in yourself. You will, until you get it off your chest and head, until you tell what you have to tell, for which you require a lot of balance, patience to begin this new journey and tell the truth to the divine femme. Tell her, let her know you're being impatient to carry out this activity, right? But again, the Seven of Cups is telling you, be very wise this time, guys. Be very wise with your choices, options, and decisions in life. And that is where you know it. And that's where you're stalling the whole situation now, because you're kind of getting back into the place, because you know once you start the process, you will have to resolve the unresolved issues, and you will also have to face the last journey criticism, where you had been resisting any kind of transition or clearing the old baggage out of your way. But now you know, your intuitive self is telling you, divine masculine, that unless you do that, you will not be able to sleep peacefully in the night. It will keep haunting you. It will keep haunting you. To the Seven of Cups again. That's where the choices, options, and decisions are resting on your lap. On your lap today, guys. To the Ten of Wands. Yeah, you're feeling very, very burdened and very pressurized. Because I told you, you won't be able to sleep in the night until you tell what is there in yourself. You let it out of yourself. You vent it out. You vent it out. But you have to know, choices, decisions, options is in your control now. You know it. Where you're feeling very pressurized. You are. You're feeling very pressurized because the Emperor in the reverse, right? You're controlling that pressure. You're not letting that pressure go. You're carrying that burden on your shoulder, guys. You're controlling that because Emperor in the reverse is again very distorted. Very distorted energy of the masculine, right? When you're not letting go of the situation to bring back your strength. You are under a lot of pressure. You're very rigid, very cold, and there is a lot of tyrannical approach towards your situation. You're being a tyranny, because you're not liking this situation. You're not liking the fact that you are still in that dreamy situation. You're daydreaming. You're fantasizing, right? But you're not being able to work on that fantasy. Why? Because of this pressure, because of this load you're carrying, and that is turning you very cold. You're not liking it. You're becoming very tyrannical, right? Very cold, aloof to the King of Wands. And you know what this is all about. You know, you can see yourself clearly. You can see yourself clearly what you have done wrong here, where you failed to take the right action in your life. Really. When you fail to take the right action in your life, guys, because the King of Wands in the upright is all about knowing and acting to change the situation here. Being motivational, inspirational, an entrepreneur, right? Somebody who can start from the bottom of the ladder to get things going, has had a look at the bigger picture of their life. They now know where is the fault, where is the defect, where did they go wrong. Becoming a leader, you have that ability to overcome the challenges of the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, where you have seen a short-lived happiness in your life. You have that ability to start something new in your life, to get back your title once again in your life, Divine Masculine, provided you know how to work your energies in the right direction here. Okay, yes, you did have a short-lived success. Whatever you did in your life did not last. You know that. But today you're coming to the point of your own understanding. It was also because you only was dreaming and you haven't taken action on your dreams. Why? Because you were sitting with a lot of wands on your shoulder, on your back, that you burnt yourself out. You killed yourself because you wanted to please other people, not please what you had in your own dreams. To manifest your own dreams into reality, you worked for other people. You worked for those people that you wanted to make them happy, where you have slogged yourself and you have killed your back as well. You have killed your back as well, and which is where you have become cold, aloof, tyrannical with the situation. You're letting it go. You're letting this burden go. You're not carrying this burden. You're being very cold towards any kind of burden that people are bringing towards you. You're like, I don't care. Go do what you want to do. You're leaving that burden alone because today you have seen the bigger picture. And you know the fault, the defect that you have made in your life, Divine Masculine, with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, where there was a short-lived happiness, success in your family life, in your home. It's all because of this situation here, which is now telling you to take back control of your finances here, to get back your title in order to start something brand new in your life again. Okay, so enjoy this reading, guys, until we see you once again. Till then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, and love.